be stocking this saltwater pond with each one of these 5 buckets of sea creatures right here. We are gonna jump right into it. We got 5 different things, including one special bucket at the end that's actually gonna be going in this saltwater mini pond outside. The fan favorite outdoor saltwater mini pond is gonna be getting a new fish today, and I have a feeling you guys are really gonna like it. Now, if you guys didn't know and you haven't seen the previous videos, we just set up this absolute monstrosity of a pond. This thing is a giant pond that is not gonna be staying here for long. Do not worry. It is absolutely huge. It makes the emperor snapper look tiny. And of course, you guys know the emperor snapper is still in this pond, and I had to get things in the buckets that will live with the emperor snapper because he will eat just about anything. And I have yet to feed them. It's only been a couple days with these guys in this pond. We have the emperor snapper, the clown grouper, the lionfish, and the epaulet shark all in here in the rock structure. I still have not added the more rock. This is a total unfinished pond. I'm getting married and going on my honeymoon for the next 2 weeks, so I do not want to add rock and add a bunch of water yet while I'm away in case there's a leak or anything. So we're keeping it very minimalist, very Apple-esque for the next 2 weeks. But once I'm back, I'm gonna load it with a big rock structure. It's gonna look awesome. We're gonna fill the water up, and then we can start getting some bigger fish for the pond. But I haven't fed them yet, and I'm really curious if they want to eat. It's literally been 2 days since they've been in here. The emperor snapper is usually feisty. You guys have seen him a million times before, but is he ready to eat in his new pond? We will find out. It looks like he is. It looks like he is. Oh my God, let's go, baby. Let's go. That was the first time he ate in this pond. Now, of course, we have our lionfish and our epaulet shark, and hopefully that epaulet is gonna come out once he smells the shrimp, and it looks like he is. Let's go, baby. We are fired up. We are fired up. This is the first feeding of the pond. I have not fed them at all yet, guys. This is the first time shrimp has hit this water, and they're already moving, and that epaulet shark is moving, and the emperor snapper is gonna eat until he stops. So let's just get him out of the way and give him as much food as possible so that we can actually try to get this epaulet some food. Oh my God, he loves it in here. He loves it in here, and it's not even a finished pond. We still have to fill this thing up about double and add about 4 times the amount of rock in order to get, you know, the full potential of this pond out. And if we're gonna add sand, I haven't added sand yet. But look at the epaulet swimming around. Healthy, beautiful beast of a shark, already swimming out and wanting to eat. But we're gonna see, because the epaulet, or the emperor snapper is just gonna, let's get him full off that. And now I'm gonna try to hand feed the epaulet here because he's a big baby. Come on, buddy, come up to the surface. Come on, come up to the surface. You're gonna love it. Come on. Let's go, let's go. I just hand fed him. Let's go, baby. He's ready to go. This shark is awesome. This lionfish is creeping towards me, but this is the most exciting thing ever. The fact that I just fed the epaulet shark a piece of shrimp, hand fed him. Is he gonna want another one? I don't think so. I think we just leave him alone. He ate a good piece of shrimp, and I am absolutely happy with that. This guy, on the other hand, he wants a piece also. He wants a piece as well. Come get it, buddy. Come get it. Let's go. No. Okay, see, the emperor snapper, for some reason, he pretty much fights with everybody, but the emperor snapper and the clown grouper are absolute boys. That's like Dwayne Wade and LeBron James in 2011. Some seriously good stuff. I mean, you want to talk about finals MVPs, those boys are homies. Now, this lionfish usually eats only live, so I have to feed him, you know, glass minnows, but we're gonna see if he wants to have some shrimp, even though I've never seen him eat shrimp before. See, look, he goes up to it and then stops. The epaulet, that epaulet shark is absolutely thriving. Come on, Mr. Lion, what do you got for me? Eat it, eat it. Nope, see? He won't eat it. He only likes live food, and I think the epaulet's about to get another piece. He just got another piece. Let's go. Told you guys I did this right. I did this all in one day. I did building this pond, taking the fish out, acclimating them all in one day. It was an absolute grind. I finished that around 1 in the morning, but it was so worth it because keeping these guys as little stress as possible for the shark especially was so key. That shark's like $1,000, and he's absolutely my prized possession right now. So gotta keep him healthy, feed the rest of the shrimp to the boys, and then let's start stocking. Now that we fed the boys, let's get into some of the sea creatures that we're gonna be adding to this pond. Obviously, I'm not going crazy. These are just standard OGs that won't get smoked by the emperor snapper. Let's go. Bucket number 1 is a classic that I usually always get at the store, especially during these stocking videos. But these guys specifically are huge. These are giant emerald crabs. They're great for cleaning up the scraps. As you guys saw, I just fed some shrimp in the pond. There is some scraps when the shark eats, when the emperor snapper eats. Some of those little bits of shrimp come out of his gills and sink down to the bottom. So we don't want that. Now these guys are gonna be great for cleaning that up when they're in the pond after I'm done feeding. And they're awesome crabs that will not get eaten because they're gonna go in the rock. So they'll only come out when everybody's full and lethargic. That's why we're adding these guys to the pond. So sea creature number 1 is giant emerald shrimp. Crabs, not shrimp, crabs. Giant emerald crabs. Now I'm gonna try to hold a bunch of these dudes all at once. Ow, God, this is gonna hurt. I'm already getting pinched. These are the most lively, ow, son of a gun. These are the most lively crabs I've ever ever gotten. There's 2 of them I've already gone to the water. And look at the size of that crab. He's a freaking mumbo jumbo, dude. He's an absolute hoss. So these guys are definitely gonna hold their own when we do add them to the pond right now. This guy's like curled up into a ball. There you go. Look at that big old crab. 5 of these guys going in. Great additions to any pond. The 5 Stooges. And as we're putting these guys in, peep the new tee, the new performance tee from the Fish Guys. If you guys do want to save 10% on an epic Christmas gift, the Fish Guys Bass Fishing Performance Tee. This shirt specifically has a bass on it, chasing lure. Absolutely awesome shirt. You can save 10% off on the shirt by using code FishGuyChris on shopfishguy.com when you're checking out. And if you're getting a bass shirt like this epic bass shirt, might as well get yourself a mystery box as well. We got a $19.99 mystery box and we have a $39.99 mystery box for our beginners and our advanced epic anglers. Go get after it. Now let's get these guys in. I'm gonna try to scoop up all these guys all at once and hopefully they won't fly off my hand, but they are so quick, it's almost impossible. It's actually almost impossible. I don't want this little black mesh. Okay, I got them all. I got them all in my hand there. We're gonna get these guys in the pond as close to the rocks as possible, right next to that clown grouper there. Oh my God, they're all jumping off my hand. Look at them all on the rocks. There they go. There they go, baby. They are on the rocks, chilling. A couple of them have found spots inside the grooves. These 2 guys are fighting over who gets the best spot. This guy right here found a nice little groove, and then this dude is all in another groove as well. Hopefully I'm doing a good job with the GoPro here because it's kind of hard to get a good angle because of the water level. But the crabs have officially found their way into the pond, baby. Great bucket for bucket number 1. Bucket number 2 is our first starfish of the pond, and this guy is micro. This guy is a microscopic starfish here who's really, really cool. I don't even know what kind this is. I think it's a chocolate chip star, and they are definitely not reef safe. The guy said at the store, these guys will eat coral. Thankfully, I have no coral in here, but another great scrapper that will not get eaten in the pond by that emperor snapper. Until we get rid of him or rehome him or keep him, I cannot add any like really expensive, smaller kind of fish because he is our problem. But starfish are a green light means go. So bucket number 2 is this awesome little micro starfish. Look how small this dude is. So tiny. I could eat him. I could eat him like a chip right now. Now here goes our microscopic starfish. He is so small. Look at the big pond and then look at the tiny little starfish. He's so small. Look at that emperor snapper in the back. We're ready to eat him. So let's put this starfish right on this rock here. That's where he's gonna go. We're gonna put him right there. And we're gonna see how he likes to hang out there. He's probably gonna immediately suction to that rock and start doing his job moving around this pond. Surprisingly, starfish, you think they're slow, they are wickedly quick. They are surprisingly quick, and everyone is loving the new additions, and the crabs especially. Look at that crab right there. Absolute beast. 2 of our buckets are in the pond. We're finally adding some fish to this big boy. Now let's get into bucket number 3, which is another awesome invertebrate. Bucket number 3 is another crazy looking creature. This guy is actually a sea urchin, and as you can see, he has those little tentacles sticking out. I'm not sure if you guys can get a good look at that, but he has some wicked little tentacles sticking out like an octopus. Very strange, and we have not been able to add these guys to the pond in a long time, but we're finally adding a new one. And I don't know why, when the guy bagged them up, the sea urchins love to have little hats on. That's what they do. They like put it on for protection. It has to be. So he carried these hats from the store, these little shells that he likes to hang on to, literally on top of him. That's how he likes to be. He likes to literally put shells over top of him, and I think that's gotta be for protection, right? Because every time I get sea urchins, they always wear little shells for hats. Let me know exactly why they wear shells for hats down in the comments, because I'm 100%, I'm close to certain that it's meant to be like that. They do that for a reason. So I'm leaving these shells in there so this guy can have a hat on. Another little micro sea creature in the pond today. Little tiny micro sea urchin here who's awesome, but we're finally adding some color to the pond. These are new additions. We're starting slow with some smaller sea creatures, and then we'll go into those bigger fish. So let's get this guy in the pond, and we're just gonna drop him right perfect. Now let's see where he ends up. He's probably gonna be quick, just like that starfish who's already moving along the rocks, but this sea urchin is low key, very quick. Now if you move him over here to the right, you can see that starfish has already taken a grip on that rock there. He's loving his life. He's basking in the sun right now. So everyone is doing great. And that's our 3rd bucket, an awesome little series. Now we're moving on to our 4th bucket, and before we jump into it, if you guys do enjoy the stocking videos like this with the buckets where we go one by one, drop a like on this video and I'll make it happen even more. We'll do some more stockings for this pond, but next time we'll get some bigger fish. So I'll go to all the fish stores in Florida. I'll probably have to drive 3 hours to find some big fish that can actually go in this pond, and we will make it happen. So drop a like if you guys want to see that. Now let's get into bucket number 4, which is going to be another really cool sea creature here, except this guy is much bigger. This is a Bimini or Bahama sea star. I think this is a Bahama sea star. These guys get really, really big, and they're actually savages. They eat everything, they move so quickly, and they get huge. Like, you know the ones where people pick up in Florida and they're massive? That's this guy right here. They may take a long time to grow, but this guy is really, really cool, and he's very unique on like the chocolate chip starfish, or usually at every single fish store all the time. These guys I rarely see. So when I did see this guy at the store, I said I needed that. So here's our next addition to the pond, is the Bahama Sea Star. Very cool. And our next bucket is actually going to be not going in this pond, it's going to be going in the saltwater mini pond outside. So let's go ahead and get our bigger starfish. Even though he's big, this pond is so massive, he looks tiny. So let's get our bigger starfish in the pond, and the sea urchin has already moved, and we're gonna throw him in there right there. So there is our bigger starfish, our sea urchin, our crabs, and our other starfish over here. Everybody is thriving and doing great. This starfish is probably my favorite addition to this pond because he's so big and very cool, and he's gonna get massive. So hopefully we can get him real big. Surprisingly, he loves to eat shrimp too. So he is gonna get big quick. And now let's get on to our next bucket, which is gonna be the bucket that is going outside to the saltwater mini pond. Let's do it. We are out by the saltwater mini pond. All the fish are absolutely thriving in here. You guys have been loving the new additions, and you're gonna be excited about this addition that we're adding here because he's getting a friend that's already in the pond. This guy right here is another giant pink anthias. I think the exact name is a pink box anthias. As you guys know, he's my favorite fish in the pond. He's getting a friend because they do great in pairs, and you guys really wanted me to get another one, and he is absolutely gorgeous. Bright pink, purple, and yellow. The prettiest fish in the pond by a mile, and this guy is actually bigger than the first one. Now this guy is really, really big. Look at the purple on his side there, that purple square. So he's called a pink box anthias, I think because of that purple box there, which is absolutely insane. This fish is so colorful. I think these might be one of my favorite fish ever. Like, I would have a tank. If I had a tank with only Fish Guy Chris stuff in it, it was my own personal tank, I would have like a 150-gallon tank. Only these guys, just them. They're sick. They're absolutely badass, and we're gonna be getting him in the pond, and he's gonna look amazing. And he's gonna probably swim right next to his boy. Now I just did feed everybody, so everyone's kind of in the rocks. He's way bigger. I'm gonna try to go back and do a replay of the other fish, who's a lot smaller, but this guy is absolutely a beast. Look at that fish right there. He's just chilling in my hands. He's just vibing in my hands. He probably thinks I'm some sort of rock structure. Awesome, awesome grand finale here. Don't swim that way. Swim to the rocks, bro. Don't come over here. Swim over there. This fish is awesome. I love these pink anthias. They're so cool. And I'm super glad to add him to the saltwater pond. Another epic stocking video in the books. I'm so glad we got to add some cool stuff to the giant pond out there. Drop a comment down below what you want to see added to that pond next. Some more sharks, some stingrays, some epic eels. You let me know down in the comments and I will make it happen. We got plenty of room in there now. That pond is absolutely huge. So I definitely need some of your guys' suggestions in the comments. Drop a like on this video if you guys enjoyed the stocking video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.